Welcome to The Hero Maker. In this series, we follow Richard's appearances on other shows as he talks about how to grow, play, think, and live like a hero. Join him as he discusses thoughts, principles, and life lessons, all essential for anyone building their heroic brand. All that and more, only on The Hero Maker.
Now, you also mentioned the other perspective, which I'd be interested in hearing your views on. How do you put together a mastermind? If you said, oh, I'm this and I'm that, so I want to start a mastermind.
Yeah, so the mastermind, I have a pretty systematic way that goes about building a mastermind. So my clients, generally speaking, in the online education space are the kind of clients who are experts at the thing that they do, and they are looking to help other people accomplish that thing. So as an example, I brought this out, I use this client a lot as an example because it makes sense for people. He teaches real estate investing, right? He teaches people how to invest in single-family homes as a start in their real estate investing business. And he goes from like, you don't know how to invest to you close your first deal. And that's one of his courses that he teaches. Now, when it comes to any sort of business, whatever it is you're teaching someone how to do, anytime you help someone solve a problem, right? So in this example, the problem that they're solving to start with is you don't know how to invest, and we're going to help you get to your first deal, right? Or maybe, I've got a client who does health and fitness, and he does peak performance. So it's like the first thing that they do is they do testing, right? So like before you get this testing done, you don't know what your baseline is. You don't know what your baseline, health, your blood levels and your DNA levels and all this stuff. They don't know. You don't know what they're teaching or what they're telling you. So we have to get that done first, and you get the first part of the journey done. And that's generally going to end up being your flagship program or your flagship course or whatever it is that you're teaching someone how to do. It's going to help get them from wherever they are now to a first major milestone in the journey that they're on, right? And what happens on a journey is that when you solve the first problem, what you would do is you end up introducing higher level problems. So my favorite example of that is, if someone wins the lottery, for instance, they might go from being poor and having money problems to now having money management problems, right? It's a different set of problems. Might be a better set of problems, but it's still problems, right? You have to learn how to manage your money now that you've won $1 bajillion from the lottery. So in the same way, when you teach someone how to do a thing, what you've done is you've solved one problem and replaced it with a new higher level set of problems. So if you think of your business as a journey that you're helping your customers go on, right? So if they're sitting in Los Angeles and the journey they're trying to get to is they're trying to go to New York, your first flagship program might be helping them get to Las Vegas, right? But the next stage in their journey is like, okay, you need to get from Las Vegas to, I don't know, St. Louis. Or whatever the thing is. So in the case of the real estate business, is hey, you've closed your first deal. Now you need to know how to scale that up. How do you close 3 or 4 deals in a month? And after you get to 3 or 4 deals a month, how do you scale past that and actually get into creating a business around investing? How do you hire and train someone to do acquisitions? How do you hire and train someone to do dispositions? How do you manage the cash flow properties? When do you start taking the money and the cash flow that you're developing from your wholesaling business and running it into cash flow producing assets like maybe mobile home park investing or self-storage, things like that? How do you transition your business into those things? Those are all different problems that people run into. They're higher level problems. You can't sell all of that as your front end thing, right? If you try to sell too many things, no one's going to buy from you. So you generally have your flagship program that helps solve a single problem for someone, right? Like how to get from Las Vegas or LA to Las Vegas, right? But the next step of their journey is like, hey, you still have the rest of this journey in front of you. That's where something like a mastermind can come in. And the way that you sell a mastermind like that is you come in and you say, hey, you're here, right? And you want to get there, right? You're at this point now, you're investing free or you're closing a deal every month, right? And you got cash flow coming in. You want to turn that into a bigger business. You want to make sure that you're doing it on a regular basis. You can either take this journey yourself, right? You can learn how to do all those things. I certainly did, right? As the expert in the space, I learned how to do this. So you can learn how to do that as well, right? Here's some of the stuff that, I can give you a sort of a roadmap of what it's going to look like. You're going to run into these problems. You're going to run into consistency issues here. You're going to, have to hire these people here. And here's some things to look out for that, blah, blah, blah. You can sort of go on and give them an idea of like, here's some of the problems that you're going to be looking to run into over the next couple of months as you grow in this business or in this area of your life or whatever it is you're teaching. right? Because you've been there or you've helped other people get there before, so you know what their path forward is going to look like. So your mastermind can come in and be like, what we're going to do is we have a mastermind where we help you through that portion of the journey, monthly mastermind. And I always tell my clients to set them up this way, where you do 2 calls a month for your mastermind. You do them in a group setting. And the first call of the month is an education piece where you get in and say, hey, what we're going to do this month is we're going to teach you how to hire an acquisitions manager, right? Or we're going to teach you how to, adjust your diet based on your DNA, right? Or we're going to show you how to, whatever the thing is, right? We're going to show you how to do a thing in your life based on, the journey you're helping your customers go on. And you have the first part of your group mastermind is a teaching piece. And so you teach them how to do that. You go around and make sure everyone in the group understands what it is, what problems they think they might run into, and get their commitment to actually do something along those lines, knowing that 2 weeks from now, the second part of your monthly mastermind, you come back on, and we call that the ass-kicking class, where you basically find out from everyone, okay, you committed to us last week that you were going to do this stuff with your diet based on your DNA. How did you do with that? Joe, let us know, right? And have each person go around and show you, here's where we are, here's what I accomplished, here's what I struggled with, here's where I need help with it. You go around the class with that. And it's a really simple way to develop a mastermind that people will pay to be a part of, and it really helps them push their business to the next level, or push their life and push their relationships, or again, whatever it is that you're offering, to the next level, because you helped them with your flagship program, and now you're offering continued help and continued growth on whatever the higher level problems are that you introduce because of success with the first level. Does that make sense? I know it's like drinking from a fire hose, but
but no, I can follow it. But maybe I shouldn't comment, because I've been around these things for a while now. But I think people would be able to follow that. And this is pre-recorded anyway, so if they didn't, they can always go back, right?
Go back and listen to it.
Go back and listen to it.
If you want to hear the rest of this discussion, please check out the link to the full episode in the description below.